Happy Monday, everyone. Or shall I say, Dreadful Monday is here. I had such a good weekend, and I just didn't want Monday to come. I don't know if anybody's going to come in. I know it's early, but I just wanted to go live because I haven't. But I hope everybody else had a good weekend. I actually did. It was beautiful here. Hi, Mark. Good morning. It was beautiful here all weekend. It's absolutely beautiful here today. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's got a breeze, though. It's kind of chilly. I'm hoping I can lay out. But I did. Hi, Lab. 15, how are you? I hate Monday. I just dread it. I love the weekends, and I think it was tough this week because I had I had such a good weekend. Like Friday, my husband worked. We didn't really do much, but then Saturday, my husband took it. Hi, Pop Drama. Good morning. My husband took out his kayak and went fishing, and I stayed home and did yard work, and then his brother and a couple of his friends came over, and we ended up hanging out in the backyard. We played cornhole. It was just a really good time. And then yesterday, we took our dogs and we went out into the woods. I really need to post a video of it. It's absolutely beautiful where we take our dogs for a walk. Hi, CCK. Oh, gardening. Oh, I know. I got to get started on mine. But I'll have to make a video. It stinks that I can't because I don't have 1,000 subscribers or anything. So I can't go live on my phone, which kind of stinks. I was thinking maybe I could go live with StreamYards. Good morning, Pixie. But I can't even go live with StreamYards on my phone. So I'm going to have to make a video so you guys can see it. But I was sitting here this morning because I've been wanting to I was looking for basically content for you guys, like I know I haven't gone live or had much content other than, gabbing. So I was looking for cases and I ended up, I ended up getting distracted and was looking at the news. It's crazy what the news posts. I didn't know this, but they're still looking 2 years ago off the Atlantic Ocean in Florida. They found a 2-week-old baby floating on a raft, naked. And a firefighter ended up finding her. And they're still looking to identify her. They've named her June. But it was so sad to read that. Like, who could put a 2-week-old baby? Sorry about my dog. What? You're fine. Come. Ugh, of course. He wants to go out. Give me 1 second, guys. You're a pain in the butt. Ugh. Go lay in the sun. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So isn't that horrible, Mar? I mean, that is just so sad when I was reading it. And then I wish I could, of course, now that I'm live, I had it up so I could read it to you guys. And of course, now that I'm live, do you think I can find it? Nope. Maybe I can find it this way. Hold on 1 second. Because it just broke my heart. They even have done a picture of her, like from when the date, like, you know how like when people go missing at a young age and then they've been missing for a long time, so they do like a reconstruction of what they might look like. they did it for like what she might have looked like when she was born to see if that would have anybody come forward. And because, like they said, they think she was about 2 weeks old, but she was 100 yards off the Atlantic Ocean, just floating in a raft all by herself. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it this way. There it is. Oh, I didn't know it was, the baby was already passed away. I didn't know that. I don't know if you guys can see the picture. See the baby? What's going on with the family of 6 that was found dead? That's literally all I know. I haven't seen that one, Pixie. It says, where's that out of? I can look it up for you. That one I would definitely want to look into. I didn't know that one. It says, after a newborn baby girl was found floating off the Florida coast, detectives are trying to unravel the mystery of how she died and how long she had been in the water. They said the child was found floating about 100 feet, 30 meters, off the Boynton Beach inlet on Friday, was alive when she was placed in the water. Autopsy results are pending. He said the baby was no more than 2 weeks old and was likely Black, Hispanic, but could have been Caucasian with dark skin. She wore no clothing. The baby appeared to be healthy weight, but declined to say if there were any signs of abuse. He said it's also unclear whether the baby was placed in the water from a boat or by someone wading in the water or tossed from the shore or a nearby bridge. But how would they do that if she was floating on a raft? So that makes no sense. But I just found that horrible. But I guess it was 2 years ago, and they still haven't been able to identify the baby or the, let me look on what Pixie just said. Six family members. Was this recently, Pixie? Oh, 2 days ago, a family of 6 was found dead in apparent murder-suicide. 6 members of a military family were found dead on Thursday at a home in San Antonio, Texas, in what appeared to be a murder-suicide. Police discovered 2 adults and 4 children dead in an SUV in the home garage. The family has not been identified, but said an adult, a man and a woman, were in their mid to late 30s, and the children ranged from the age of 11 to 4 months old. The incident does not appear to be an accident. It appears to be a suicide, and the cause of death, it appears to be carbon monoxide poisoning. Wow. That's crazy. The officers arrived at the home Thursday morning to perform a welfare check at the request of the man's workplace. The officials there said he hadn't checked in for work like he normally would since he was working from home. Police opened the front door. They smelled fumes. Wow. They've also found a cryptic note with military jargon on the front door, according to police. The note, once it was interpreted, said there was bodies or people inside and warned, do not enter. Police concerned that the home was a booby trap with explosives. So they searched with a robot to ensure it was safe. The neighborhood was evacuated. Police were eventually able to gain entry into the garage where they found the family dead, along with two cats in a basket in the front seat. So it sounds like they also. Hi Ash, hi Mojo. That's so sad. That's horrible. I didn't even hear about that case, Pixie. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. Like I said, I just wanted to come on because I haven't been live and I wanted to chit chat. I missed everything from Saturday, but I did watch the replay of Tracy's The Truth live, and I think Pixie and all them did an amazing job. You know, it's just crazy to me that people feel like certain people, as I should say, well, yeah, well, but it's just crazy to me that certain people think that like we all conspire together to come up with the same story. It's so crazy. Like, why would all these people that have left this certain creator all have the same story? And I mean, it's a little different, but it's all the same. I missed so much on the tube this weekend myself, Mojo. But I thought Pixie did really well with explaining it and showing the proof, because I know it gets crazy. Pixie was sassy. Yes, she was. I know. We've been telling Pixie she should start her own channel. I've been seeing it everywhere. One channel, do a reaction channel or something. She was a riot. I was cracking up. And then there was another creator that went live yesterday. And that one, I mean, I'm not going to mention names, but that one kind of blew my mind, where she feels like it's okay to look people up, dox people, put them in chats. I was like, what makes you think any of that is okay? Any of it? I went back and listened to it and realized I had so much more to say. That happens, Pixie. I know, like, when I have addressed some things, like, that I felt like I needed to address afterwards, I go and rewatch it, and I'm like, dang it, I forgot to say that, or dang it, I forgot to say this. Pixie, that always happens to me when I finally get on panel. I never remember anything. That's why I try to, like, if I know that I'm going to go live and it's not like a spontaneous thing, I try to write things down, like give myself little notes so I can try to remember. I love your accent, Mojo. I don't know how you can cringe. I absolutely love your accent. Hi, Batty Boo. Welcome. We're just in here chit-chatting. Nothing, nothing big. I was talking how I haven't done any cases lately. So this morning I was looking into what I could do for cases, and I figured we'd go live and just, shoot the shit. Something good to do on a Monday, seeing as everybody hates Mondays. And kind of go over the weekend because, like I said, I missed a lot, which it's nice to take a break every now and then. I can't say that I missed it, if that makes sense. Like, I miss talking to the people I talk to, and I miss, going into chats where it's not lies. And well, I don't watch that creator anymore. So, but I'm just tired of the lies, and I'm tired of it being spun into fit her narrative when we have all the proof that, like her trying to say that the Mimi conversation happened the night of the fundraiser. When Pixie showed right there in black and white, it was not the night of the fundraiser, it was the 13th. Oh, I had notes. I guess there was just so much shit to say about that piece of shit. I could have went on for days. I think we could all go on for days. I mean, I think there's some things that we haven't even addressed. And because we don't want to give her the time of day, it's like pointless because no matter what we say, she's going to spin it. It looks like I have a black eye. I don't. Maybe because I didn't sleep good last night, but I'm looking at myself and it looks like I have like a black eye. I don't know. But I think it's gotten to the point where it's kind of pointless. But, I agree with the whole Tawanda thing. She needs to leave that alone. She does. And I find it funny where she sat there and was on Dave's panel saying that Tawanda hops from panel to panel to panel and talks about her. No, she does not. And I loved when Pixie was like, go back 10 videos of Laura's and count how many times she says our name. And then go back and try to find where Tawanda's talked about her. Hi, Puss in Boots. Good morning. The thing is, they detail may be different. Oh, I lost it. But nearly every single ex-Patreon has the same basic story. Now, that cannot be that every ex-Patreon is a liar and she's the golden goose. It's not. I totally agree. And see, for me, where some of us weren't in like the secret chats, we weren't in like in the inn. I was in all the secret chats. I was, I ran her Discord when we decided to move over to Discord. It was me and another Patreon. I ran her Discord. We set up her Discord. So we were doing that. Like, there is so much, but it's like pointless to even go there. It really is. Because, like I have said to a couple of people that I talked to, people are set in their minds. Some people are just, it doesn't matter how much proof you bring to the table, no matter how many times you sit there and try to say, of course you do. Hold on. No matter how many times you try to show that she's lying, or, they're going to believe what they want to believe. And then there's others that are going to believe the proof that's in front of their face. So it's kind of like, why battle with her when it really isn't going to change anything? Eventually, no matter what, there's going to be more that are going to come to the light. There really is. Eventually, there will be more that will come to the light. She'll burn them, That's what makes the ex-Patreons believable. The fact that she tried to make herself too golden to do nothing wrong ever. And that's the thing. Like, hold on, I gotta let my dog back in. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Come on. Now go lay down. Oh, you want to go in? Come on, boys. In. In. Good morning, bud. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, that's the thing. We can, we've all done our things or said things, talk crap about people or whatever. And I just hate that she puts the blame on everybody but herself. I mean, you got to think when the first group left and that whole chat came out, I remember being still her Patreon, still supporting her, and telling her, you're not getting what they're trying to say to you, Laura. Oops. They're, own some of it. Own that you were in control of that chat. You created that chat. You were aware of what was going on. And it took her forever to even own that. Hey, Truth. Good morning. And that's the thing. Like, she never, ever owns anything. Anything. There's not one thing that woman owns. Nothing. She just thinks, morning, Kathy. She just feels like, I don't know. I just don't get it. It's like we have it right there in front. You know you did it. You know you said it. You know, like her running around saying, oh, this person has talked bad about Dave and that person has talked bad about Dave. You know what? You've even talked bad about Dave. So what's your point? Like now you're jumping on his panel every time you get the chance, but there's many of times that you didn't speak very highly of him either. Until she can show me why she didn't initially share Tawanda's PayPal that night of the fundraiser, I call scammer. She knew what the fuck she was doing from the get-go. Yes, I believe that too. I believe she knew what she was doing. I have my own theory, which I won't go there, but I have my own theory on why she wanted it set up that way, but I'll keep that, to myself because it's just my theory. But she absolutely knew what she was doing. Just kind of like, see, I found it weird when Mommy Ramblin's son passed away, and she was doing a live, and I was not her Patreon at that time, and I was lurking. And they, instead of dropping Mommy Rambling's PayPal, like, if you want to support Mommy Ramblings, she was doing this whole live. Everybody should support Mommy Ramblings, blah, blah, blah. Not once did she say, go to Mommy Ramblings and show support, or go, maybe I can get Mommy Ramblings PayPal to post. She was posting her PayPal. Her mods were posting to help donate to Mommy Ramblings was the wording. Please donate. And it was her PayPal underneath. I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are people PayPaling you for her loss? We did talk a lot, Ash. I'll agree. There was times when I would get up in the morning and there'd be like 300 missed messages. Yeah, we talked a lot in there because I was in those chats also. I was in the chats back in the day. I was in the chats. I've been in the chats since I supported Laura for a year and a half. And I literally was probably a Patreon maybe a week, maybe two. And I was instantly brought into the secret world of Patreon. And that's the other thing is, not only does she lie to the community and lie to her subs, she lies to her Patreons that are still supporting her. She lied for months about having secret chats. She has always had secret chats. She still has secret chats. And anybody that doesn't think she does, I feel sorry for you because she does. She's always had them. Always. And there was Patreons that were paying her and literally being on voice with her and saying, Laura, I heard there's a secret chat. Is there a secret chat? Nope. No, I did away with those. I learned my lesson. No secret chats, no secret chats. Nope, I don't have nothing. There's just mod chat and Discord. That was such a lie. Such a lie. Hi, Wendy V. Thank you for popping in. I hope you sleep well. So yeah, I mean, I just hope she would just stop. That's all. Let us go our way. Let us go our way, her go her way. And yes, I know I'm going to get hit for bringing it up today. But the only reason why I brought it up wasn't because of her. I was bringing it up because I wanted to give props to Tracy and I wanted to give props to on Saturday because I missed it. But I know I'm going to get, oh, there they are talking about me again. And really, it's not about you. I'm just talking about them. It was. I mean, it really was a lot of shit talking. It was, and everybody shit talks, and that was the other thing that I realized after I left Patreon. There was people that I would talk shit about that they never did anything to me, and I didn't have a reason not to like them, like Ash. I mean, me and Ash have never spoken a day in our lives, but I would talk shit about Ash. I would talk shit about Marianne. Same with Marianne. I've never spoken to her a day in my life, but I would talk shit about them because Laura didn't like them. So because Laura didn't like them, I followed suit. And when I left Patreon, I was like, why am I doing that? They've never done anything to me. So why am I not going to like them? Like, they've never done anything to me. So now you guys are in my chat, or if I see you guys, I go into chats that I never used to go. There's some that I just don't like because I didn't like. So I still don't go in those. But there's some chats that I stayed clear of because I knew if I talked in there would be a mandatory Patreon meeting to question why I was in there. So, and then I would get, the cold shoulder or whatever, because she does say that she never told us where to go. Now, okay, did she specifically tell us don't go in there? No. But she made it very clear when she didn't want you in somewhere, if that makes sense. So now that we're in talking to you guys and you guys are in chats, we're instantly considered we went to the other side. No, we didn't go to the other side. We finally got away from the chaos and the manipulation that you would spin and how you would spin it to make it sound like it was true. And now that you're out and you don't have her spinning it, it's like, no, I'm not gonna, like, there's no reason for it. Oh my God, her and I would get in arguments all the time over that. We all did. We all used to get in arguments with her over that. And I know that she says, I never tell anybody where to go. People can go wherever they want. Bullshit. Bullshit. No, you don't sit there and say, Jenna, do not go in that room. No, she don't do that. But she'd be like, why are you in there? She would screenshot it, what you said, and put it. What are you doing in there? And then you're instantly considered a mole, or you're instantly considered you're plotting against her. You do really open your eyes. I mean, I was in it for a year and a half. And how I tried to explain it is, like, there was certain things she would do that we would argue about. We would say, don't go live about that, blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, I'm going to do what I want. Okay, fine. It's your channel. It's whatever. But I'm just not going to support it. I'm not going to mod that night. I'm not going to be in there. Whatever. Do whatever you want to do. But then certain things she would do, and I'd be like, I think that I don't agree. But then she would get on the phone and be able to twist it and manipulate it and whatever to make you think that she was right and you were wrong. And now that I'm gone and I don't have that part where she's spinning it, and it is eye-opening. Like I said before in one of my lives, I never understood what the first bunch that left would say. Oh my God, it's so eye opening. I'm free. I never got that. I'm like, free from what? I don't get it. But now I get exactly what they mean. I totally agree. Ash being a good liar is nothing for her to be proud of either. Absolutely not. And that's one thing, like, have I done my shit? Yep, I have. Have I done shit that I wish I could take back? Yep, there is. But I've never denied that I did it. I've always owned my shit. Always. And I think that's what frustrates me the most is because she always points it away from her. It's like, like there's a saying my grandmother said, when you're pointing your finger at somebody, two fingers are pointing back at you. And she does it all the time. The chats, it wasn't her, it was us. I can't control what people say. Yeah, but at the same time, you were smart about it because you would do a phone call. She was smart about it. She would do a phone call, say, I want you to do this, or we should do this, or I want to know who this person is. And we would get off the phone and we would help. And then we would put it in the chat. And then she would be ghost. But she got what she wanted. And then when the chats came out, it made it look like we were the ones that were doing all the bad stuff, all the looking up and stuff. But she's very smart. She's very, not smart in that way, but smart as being able to get out of things. So like now, when she'll write something, like before she would write something, she would make sure she would put just joking at the end. So then when you show the chat or show the screenshot of her saying something, she gets to come back with it with, look, I was just joking. But she wasn't just joking. And people that don't know her would take it as, oh, she was just joking when she said it. No, she wasn't joking. She's just gotten savvier, knowing if that screenshot got out, it covers her by saying just joking. Like there's a screenshot roaming around right now where one of her Patreons went to the other side as Blonde Bay. Yep, there is. There is a screenshot going around that I saw where Laura specifically says this Patreon went to the other side, pretended to be Blonde Bay. They were looking for a voice recorder because they were worried that if whatever Discord they were in, they were worried that they were going to do a voice thing. And they wanted to know if they got a voice recorder, if they could make it sound like Blonde Bay. And then, but darn well, if that got out, she's going to say, I was just joking. But she wasn't. She absolutely had this Patreon. So I find it really interesting that she made up came out. I'll repeat it again. She came out with Blonde Bay's a scammer. Blondie McBlonde and Blonde Bay are a scammer. She came out with that all on her own. But then she wrote in a chat that I have seen roaming around. I won't say where I got it from, but it's been roaming. I've seen it. Where she specifically says that this Patreon, that is still a Patreon, and I'm not going to throw them in under the bus, but there is a Patreon that she had go to the other side as Blonde Bay to get info to bring back to Laura. But she was worried that if they ended up doing a voice call, if they ended up doing a voice call, they wouldn't be able to disguise this person's voice. So they were looking into a voice recorder and wondered if they could get that voice recorder to make it sound like Blonde Bay. I will definitely, I'm not going to say that I won't bring facts. I will. I don't know how to screen share, but I know I'll talk to maybe the truth if she wants to screen share. I don't know. If she doesn't and she wants to stay out of it, it's fine. I'll learn how to screen share myself. I will X out. Maybe I shouldn't. Why? I don't know. But like I said, it is in Laura's writing, not the Patreon's writing. It's Laura saying, this person is over on the other side pretending to be Blonde Bay to get information to bring back to me. Now, I don't know which Discord it was. I don't know whose Discord it was. It was never spoken on whose Discord they were in. She was obsessed with the Blonde Bay thing. That's what makes you wonder. Was it really Blonde Bay really scamming it? Or did Laura make this all up and have her Patreon? Makes you wonder. But I do have that screenshot. And I will figure out if nobody wants to get involved, that's fine. I will figure out how to screen share and I will put it in there so there is no discrepancies that I'm talking shit, because I'm not. Now, like I said, let's clock it, guys. She will say I was just joking. And like I told you before, she's learned how to do that. She's learned that if she says joking, everybody's going to think, oh, it was just a joke. She was just talking shit. She wasn't. Another Patreon actually even looked up voice recorder, and that's in there to see if it could work. Blonde Bay was never in either Discord. Well, she was in Kimmy's for a minute days. Blonde Bay now was in Kimmy's for a good while. Neither was like I said, Ash, I don't know if it was Kimmy's. I don't know. All it said, the screenshot specifically says this Patreon, it says the Patreon's name, is in the other side as Blonde Bay, so she can get information to bring back to me. And I need to know is if I get if I get a voice changer, could that make it so people would know that it was Blonde Bay? I don't know either. I don't know if she was scamming or not scamming. I just know that Laura brought this whole scamming thing up and then sent in somebody to pretend that they were Blonde Bay. So you guys can all do the detective work on it. You guys can all figure it out. Like I said, I don't, but either way, even if Blonde Bay was scamming or not scamming, Laura still put somebody in somebody else's Discord as Blonde Bay to get dirt. So she could keep going live and still having content. Yes. Yes. Yep. And like I said, I will figure out, maybe Mark can teach me how to screen share something. And like I said, I mean, I don't want people to get involved if they don't feel like getting involved. I just know this screenshot was sent to me, and I know they're going to believe that it wasn't sent to me, that I actually looked for it and found it. No, it was sent to me, and I have it. Boy, Laura was mad when Blondie really was the girl in the picture and pretty. Laura is jealous of pretty girls. I think that's why she hates Marianne so much. She's younger, prettier, and funny. Oh, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Mar. I'm glad because like I said, I don't want to involve anybody else, and I know I just threw out a big bomb, and I don't want to make people, feel uncomfortable or whatever. So because I threw the bomb, I'll be the one to show it. I don't even know if they got a voice recorder, CCK. Like I said, it literally from the screenshots that I got, she says it. She says who it is that was pretending to be Blombe. They talk about the screen recorder, the voice recorder really quick, and then it gets switched again. But that is how it always goes in those chats. Like it never stays on one conversation too long because there's so many in there and they're just, yeah, that failed. So she tried to work with Life with Jen Leanne. Ding, 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 Ash. Ding, ding, ding. Yep. Oh, thank you, Mojo. So, yeah, like I said, I wish I could know whose Discord it was so I could, so you guys could kind of put the pieces together and stuff to kind of maybe, but I don't. I just know that they were brought over to somebody's Discord to get dirt. Stop, Laura, you ain't getting in, girl. Ain't nothing to see anyways. You are seriously wasting your time. Yes, I'll be involved in anything that has to do with exposing it or scamming, manipulating. Yeah, like I said, I'm done. I mean, do I want to do this tit for tat with her? No, I don't. But at the same time, I'm just tired. When you start owning your shit, is when it will stop. When you start owning what you've done and what you've said, instead of pointing it at us and saying it's us and we're just crazy obsessed with you, they just can't stop, blah blah blah. When you can stop doing that and you can start owning your shit, that's when I think I'll stop. When I finally see you start owning your shit. Until then, you're going to get called to the carpet. And like I said, it might not go anywhere. It might not do anything. I don't know. And we don't know who put you on the dirty, and we don't know who called CPS on. I have my opinions on who it, I think everybody has opinions. Laura doesn't even know. Laura doesn't know who put her on the dirty. Laura doesn't know who called CPS on her. She has no clue. Tit for tat is my middle name, and that is why you need a channel, Pixie. But yeah, she has no idea. That's why she throws out names every other day. How many? What has she said? Oni, Marianne, Mandy Lynn. Who else has? She's named everybody. She has no clue. I don't know if you're at work, Pixie, but if you have anything else you want to add to it, you're more than welcome to come up on my panel. I don't know if you're working or busy, but if there's anything that I know you said you forgot to say some stuff on Tracy's, and if you want to come up and add to anything, I'll definitely drop you the link and you can come up. Laura was never in a Discord with Blombe. I don't know where that came from, CCK. Laura was never in anything with Blombe, ever. I really think it came out The whole reason why, in my opinion, the whole reason why she went after Blonde or Blondie Ming Blonde, I don't know which one's which, but the one that was doing the baby shower, I don't know if that's Blonde or Blondie Ming Blonde. I believe that this all came out because of that baby shower. It made Laura jealous, which we all know anybody that's getting money other than her or getting anything like that makes her jealous. So that is when she got on the kick of Blondie McBlonde, is when that whole baby shower thing started. 2 weeks ago, she confirmed it was definitely Oni. Then last, she said it could have been Carla. Get the fuck out of here. Her reception with Carla is pretty real too. Absolutely it is. I agree. Like I said, that woman has no clue who did anything to her. I don't even think she's even done investigating on the first CPS call. And I highly doubt she's doing anything about this one either. Highly doubt. I know she likes to run around and say she is. I know she likes to run around and say she's got a lawyer. I know that too. And I know she likes to run around and say she's got the FBI. Like I said, own your stuff. Own your stuff. Instead of running around saying things that aren't true. Blonde's baby shower. Okay. And that's the thing with the reborns. That's the other thing. Now, she never spoke nicely about this newborn community. Ever. She thought they were creepy, that they had mental health issues, all this. And now she's doing interviews and saying, I understand and I get it. Really? Okay, Bix, I just wanted to give you the offer. The second call, I don't want to say publicly, but this person is no friend of this size. I think it was a setup to make it look like Brian did it. I'll say that. Yeah. Yeah. Seeing that they used Brian's wife's name, I found that interesting. Oni donated twice to Laura while the CPS lady was there. It was bizarre. Yes, Lexi Lou. Yep, I do. I do remember that. He came and he never really was in her lives. I mean, I'm not saying Oni did it or didn't do it on the first one. The second one, I definitely don't think Oni did it. The first one, I don't know. But even if Oni did do the first one, Oni didn't do it for himself. He didn't do it on his own. He definitely had some help in that. I never got the Blonde thing or the Leanne and Life with Jen stuff. I'm still confused over all of it. But then again, I don't care. Same. Like, I never got the Blonde thing. It was so, I just didn't get it. But I got sent that because I know that Laura opened that can of worms. I know Laura is the one that exposed this woman, dragged her through the mud. Whether she was a scammer or not, I don't know. Who am I to say? If I'm not giving donations and stuff, who am I to say? Like, it's not my business, not my problem. You know, that's kind of how I feel. If I'm not donating, who am I to say anything? But I think this person that sent it to me found it very interesting that she's the one that opened this whole can. on this Blonde Bay thing, but yet she's sending a Patreon to the other side to pretend to be Blonde Bay. Like, what were you thinking you were gonna get by going over there? Especially as Blonde Bay. If you were going over there to get information on Blonde Bay, you wouldn't go in as Blonde Bay. So obviously, she had this person go in as Blonde Bay for other reasons. And I don't know how long they stayed. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I didn't get those screenshots. Truth, apparently she was trying to interfere our Discord. She thought she could take advantage of the situation. She thought she'd have I believe, yeah. I think she thought that the Blonde Bay thing, because you guys were all on Blonde Bay's side, so she thought when she caught wind that Blonde Bay left YouTube, but everybody was still kind of up in the air whether she left YouTube or not. I think that was her chance to send one of her Patreons in Blonde Bay, and you guys welcome them into their Discord with open arms. But like they said, they were worried if they did a voice call, how they would pull that off. Mandy Bell thought she could get into the Discords and find out who put her on the dirty. I lost it. Crap. Dirty and call CPS on her, etc. We don't have that information. Blonde Bay was when I lost interest and was already having a hard time being in there for how she treated Truth, Sarah, Pixie, Tawanda, and the last straw was scamming Tawanda. Right. I agree. My last straw was, I was struggling for a couple of months. I was struggling for a couple of months. I would take breaks. I wouldn't be around. And a couple of Patreons that are still Patreons knew I was struggling. It was no secret that I was struggling. I didn't like the way that I was being treated. I didn't like the way that I just didn't like a lot of things. But for me, the final straw was the CPS call that day. That was my final straw, because I literally sat on the phone and argued with her not to go live. She could go live. It's her prerogative to go live, but I just felt like she didn't need to put her kids up on there, like edit it, like your kids, or the reason why CPS was there, because she has said many times that her kids' friends watch her channel. At 16, do you imagine those rumors going around the school? Like, I didn't agree. I just didn't agree. And like she said to me, and I'll never forget it, they're my fucking kids, and I'll do what the fuck I want, whether you like it or not. You're right. They are your kids, and you can do whatever you want. But as a mom, I can't agree, so I'm out. And I left. What was that? Oh, I missed that one. What was that? Pop trauma. I still am questioning YouTube membership of how Kathy's full name came out on Laura's panel. Her YouTube name is Kathy. I don't know how that happened. But we all know that Laura has all our names, all our addresses. Hi, main girl. How she said the CPS had been to her house some 13 times. Holy hell, she has an ex that call on her, but that's a lot. I mean, one is a lot for 13. Yeah. It is a lot. And then her kids specifically asked her if she was filming. And she told them no. And she was. And then her kids were upset. So, how do you calm your kids from being upset, which they should have been upset? You know, they're 16-year-old kids and their brother and sister, and that's a horrible accusation. So, they should be upset. And so, but what does she say to calm them? We're going to be rich. We're going to sue them. Like, really? That's what's important? Not fine. It just blew my mind how it all went down. I just didn't agree. People don't even know the half of it. It's sick. I'm sorry. I love my children and my family way more than you two. Priorities, bitch. Absolutely, Big C. And that's how I felt. Just as a mom, like I didn't disagree with her going live about it. I remember when Mommy Ramblins got swatted. Did Mommy Ramblins record the whole thing? No. But she took a picture of the officers in her room, in her kitchen, and then she talked about it. But she picked and chose what she talked about. I'm not saying don't go live and don't talk about it, period. Of course, go live, bring your proof because you know everybody's going to question your proof. Bring your proof. Absolutely. But you don't need to sit there and record every word the CPS callers said, CPS workers said, every word the officers said, every word your kids were saying. And then your daughter, I was on the phone arguing with her. So weren't a couple of other people. We were on the phone arguing with her about the CPS, trying to tell her, do not upload those videos, edit them, edit them. She wouldn't do it. Her daughter was crying because she was upset and she told her to go to her room. So her daughter went to her room and cried because her editing, her putting the videos up on YouTube was way more important. That did it for me. That did it for me. And she can lie about that all she wants, but that is exactly how it went down. Like, I'm sorry, YouTube would have been the last thing. Would I have addressed it? Yeah, but not at that time. Her daughter did not want her to put it online. Her daughter begged her not to. That is absolutely true, Ash. Her daughter even asked her at one point, are you recording? And she blatantly lied to her and said, no, I'm not recording. And she was. Because her kids knew her friends watched it. I mean, 16-year-olds, they're 16, they're going to run around. Do you imagine the rumors that would have flown through the school? Like, that's what I was trying to get across. Like, go live, say they were there, but don't say why they were there. Like, don't put your kids through that. Like, it's already tough enough being a teenager. Now you're going to have the, whole freaking interweb knowing that happened. That's horrible. Amanda T, that was exactly my thing. That was my thoughts the whole time. I was like, just edit, because a lot of people thought that was live, and it wasn't. It wasn't in real time. She literally had to upload those. So I know a couple of people thought that was live. It was real time. She couldn't have edited it because it was not real time. It was not. She literally recorded it prior, and then you have so many questions, Pop Drama. What you got? Here, I can I'll put you my email if you don't want to do it publicly. You can always email me. I'll put it down at the bottom. There you guys go. If you guys want to email me, you're more than happy to email me. And that was like the final straw. It really was for me. It was just my choice. It was my choice. And like I said, everybody parents different. And I get that. Everybody does. But I couldn't, as a mom, knowing how wrong it was and knowing how I would have handled that situation, that I could agree with it. Absolutely, Mandolin. I wouldn't do it to I wouldn't, like, if CPS came to my house, even if they were babies, I wouldn't say what they were there for. It's nobody's business what they were there for. Would I say CPS came to my house? Yes. Would I say I'm going to investigate it? Yes. But nobody needs to know what they were there for. Kids do come first. And that's the other thing. She always complains, keep my kid's name out of your mouth. Keep my kid's name out of your mouth. Don't talk about my kids. I can talk about my kids, but you can't talk about my kids. Now, we all know on the internet, if you bring up your kids, people are going to talk about your kids. So if you don't want your kids talked about, then don't bring up your kids. I have kids. Nobody knows anything about my children. Nobody knows nothing. I would never sit and talk about my children, ever. Because how am I going to stop somebody from leaving my stream and running and talking about my children? And she does talk about everybody else's kids. But the messed up thing is, like with you, you've never went public about your kids. She was your friend at that time, so you felt like you could trust her. So you told her about your kids. And she decided to use that as a weapon for you. And I think that's wrong. Like Brian put his kids online. I have never seen Amanda Lynn's kids online, ever. And and I think it's wrong that she talks about your kids when she doesn't really know anything. It's not like you told her anything, but you just told her how many kids you have and whatever, and now she uses it as a weapon, and I think it's horrible. You not say something, Ash? Lord, I could say something, but I won't. Not worth it. But letting your kids up spend time with friends of the opposite sex at that age, Jesus. Yeah, I'm with you. I'll stay quiet on that one too. Hold on, guys. My dog is a pain in the butt today. Hold on. Go on. Go ahead. I swear, dogs are worse, just as bad as kids. In and out, up and down, up and down. Jeez. My dog can never make up his mind. So yeah, but like I said, that wasn't the direction I was going with my live today. My live was just a chit chat about Monday, how I hate Monday, how I had a good weekend, and I hoped everybody else had a good weekend. And I was talking about how I was looking up stuff to, find a case to do because I haven't done one in a while. So, and it went south, but it's okay. It is what it is, I guess. Oh, let's see. Belladonna, did she say she has no lawyer, or what did she do with them? Sometimes she says she has a lawyer. Sometimes she says she doesn't. Now I have a screenshot. I have another screenshot where she specifically says that she does not have a lawyer, that she was not going to pay $200 to retain a lawyer every time, when she could do it herself. So the money she collected, I think, went to that fancy new car she's got, because she says online she has a lawyer, but doesn't show any proof of a lawyer because she says she doesn't have to. But I have screenshots where she says she doesn't have a lawyer because she wasn't going to pay $200 just to ask him questions and stuff. So you figure it out. Maybe the people that donated should ask for proof that she paid a lawyer. I think they have the right to know that, right? They should have the right to know that you actually use that money for a lawyer. Prove that you put a retainer down. Prove it. Especially the people that donated. Or do chargebacks, right, Belladonna? Because I know that a lot of people donated that day. They donated on the first round. The first CPS call, she did the same thing. On that first CPS call, people were donating for a lawyer. They did it on the second one, too. She also has I'll keep some stuff to myself for right now. Let's see which way she goes. But I'll keep some stuff in my back pocket. Let's just say that. Let's just leave that one there. I think I've given enough tea for the day. Enough tea to make her go live later, let me tell you. Yeah, with that email, wasn't it an email she showed from the FBI and he didn't even know how to spell? Yeah. Hi, Miss Michelle. How are you? Thank you for coming in. But yeah, so like I said, I'm definitely going to be working on something. I don't know what. Something will catch my eye. The cyber guy. But thank you guys for coming in and listening to me. Bob, they're in a break because of the corona. Fools can't even spell. That's what I'm saying. They can't even spell. That's funny because my mom has something going on that I won't get into, but my mom's had something going on. And my mom went to her lawyer's office like 2 weeks ago, but her lawyer is not working because of the corona. Uh-huh. Okay, Pixie, I can do that. I guess Pixie's going to come up tomorrow. You can just message me, Pixie, on a time that works for you, and I'll schedule it. I guess Pixie's got some more tea she wants to talk about, so you guys will have to come in tomorrow, watch for my scheduled live, and you guys can come in and maybe get some more tea. But I'm going to jump off. I got to get some stuff done around the house. If anyone here donated or knows anyone who donated the day of the second CPS call, do chargebacks on her. Oh, you guys are getting good. The FBI would have called it COVID-19, not Corona. It spelled it wrong. Right, Long Island girl? I think her Patreon lawyer needs to do spell checks. And then quote her some outrageous amount to scare her off. It's okay, Michelle. I'm glad you're talking, though. Yeah, a lot of people do the lurking and don't do much talking, which I can't blame them. I mean, YouTube streets are crazy. Patreon lawyer. That's what it is. Patreon lawyer. And she gets it for free. But all right, guys, have a good day. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't hit the likes, please hit the likes. I hope everybody has a fabulous Monday, gets out and enjoys some sunshine if it's sunny. And I will be on tomorrow, I guess. So, and I'll have Pixie up with me. So definitely watch out for that. I'll talk to you guys all later. Thanks for coming in. Bye.